Hi everyone, so today I'll be doing a haul from Etsy from a small business called Glowstone Candles. So this particular Etsy shop sells wax melts as well as candles in different formats. How I came across this particular shop was that I wanted to try to find some natural wax-based candles that aren't 100% soy. So with 100% soy candles, I haven't had the best of luck, and this one I found that the owner, Haley, uses a soy and coconut based wax. So it's a blend, and I really want to test out to see if the coconut wax does anything to improve the strength and throw. But essentially, she bases her wax and candles off of like book and book themes. So it's like bookish candles. I personally am not an avid reader. I mainly just read during college and my high school years. But I think it's really cool that all of these candles have a theme, and there was a 30% off sale going on at the time. Okay, and so for the 3 wicks, which Haley sells, I was really intrigued by the different sizes. So there's a smaller size, which I purchased, and it's 11 ounces, and that retail price is $27.50. Of course, I didn't pay that because I had a coupon. And then the larger size format of the 3 wick is 18 ounces, and that retails $36.50. So here's how the box looks like. It was raining, so I wanted to check to see if it was packaged okay. But I thought that this packaging was so well done, I want to kind of showcase it. Inside, there is a packing slip with, it's kind of like that basic Etsy shipping order information. And then she did include some candle care instructions and just like tidbits of information, as well as a card. And there's like a 15% off promo code in the back, but here is how the larger 18-ounce size candles look like. So just to give some more info, I use all natural soy coconut wax, and it's a perfect blend to create safe, clean burning, and strongly scented candles. They use self-trimming cotton wicks that should curl slightly. I like that she gives that information while burning. As always, we recommend trimming the wick if it gets too long. Oh, and here I thought it was really cool that their 11-ounce candles have an average burn time of 35 to 50 hours. So that's a lot given the small 11-ounce format. And then the 18-ounce candle has an average burn time of 45 to 60 hours. And then it makes a note that the candles and shipping supplies are eco-friendly and fully recyclable. And it says, for the benefits, all natural soy and coconut blended wax, zero paraffin, always, no additives, phthalate-free, paraben-free, dye-free, handmade, small batch. What else? Vegan, cruelty-free, and lead-free cotton wick. Awesome. So here's how the box looks like. Again, I think I might have mentioned this, but it was raining pretty heavily yesterday when this was delivered via UPS, but check how well this is packaged. I really enjoyed it. And I even got a free sample. So this is one of the scents that I thought were interesting, but I didn't want to purchase it because I wanted to try out more of the gourmand, like fruity scents. So this is Moonflower. It says it's 2.5 ounces of wax, which is also, what do you call it? Soy and coconut. But when I weighed this, it was a little bit less than an ounce. So I think this would only last in a smaller warmer. And yeah, this is very fresh, ozonic, but yet a little bit of a perfumey floral as well. Maybe like a cactus blossom, cherry blossom, kind of like a flower that's still in its bud form. That's what it reminds me of. Very green, a little bit of like leafy as well. So this is very, very pretty. I would definitely consider purchasing this during a sale in a bigger size format. But okay, here is how the candles look like. I think they're so pretty, and I really like how it's surrounded by packing peanuts, as well as these, I don't know what this particular packing paper is called, but I'm trying to decide which one to grab first. Okay, I decided to get the bigger size candle. At least I think it's the bigger size candle. I really like how well this is packed, and I can tell it's from a small business because this reminds me a lot of how some booksellers ship out their books. I really like this ribbon. I want to reuse it, so I'm going to go ahead and like, at least I'll try to do this very nicely, or maybe not. Okay, I just kind of pulled it. So this one, it says handmade with love. I think that's really cool. And I like it that there's no plastic bubble wrap. And this has 2 layers. So that's the first one. And then here is the second one. Oh, cool. And there's even some like little, what is this, styrofoam, but some added padding. Okay, so here's the first candle that I purchased called Dream Cake in the larger 18-ounce format. I really like how it has this nice lid and I can already smell it. Here are the 3 wicks, 1, 2, 3. Super cool. Oh, I can already smell it. Okay, but I want to read to you the fragrance notes first. And here is the bottom. Super cool. So the fragrance story reads, come visit our bakery in the clouds and take a bite of Dream Cake. Its ooey gooey blend of warm nutmeg, creamy vanilla, and sprinkles of almond and amaretto will be a delicious dream come true. Top notes, nutmeg, cinnamon, lemon peel, mid, almond, amaretto, base, vanilla, and sugar. So this on cold, I would say it's like an 8 or a 7 out of 10. It's pretty fragrant, which I have high hopes for, but it has been the case where candles that smell strong on cold don't necessarily translate while burning. But just smelling this, it reminds me a lot of less doughy carb version of almond croissant from Bath and Body Works, but this has a heavier emphasis on a smooth, creamy butter. I know it has notes of lemon peel, but I don't necessarily get that on cold. I also don't get a ton of cinnamon and nutmeg. This primarily smells like almond butter, and it's very smooth, creamy, yet I feel like I can still smell it, and there's little added vanilla bits in here. So I think that's really nice. I think that this is creamy and sweet enough to not be considered body care, but I could see how some people get that. And I think it leans a little bit how some like amaretto scents smell a bit like cherry. But that's like very, very minute. So I feel like if you don't like that smell, this one just mainly smells like almond butter, like sweet almond butter mixed with vanilla, creamy, dreamy, but not necessarily like a full-on cake. Maybe that'll transform while burning. And then the description or the item number, I'm not really sure what it's called, but it's under Dream Cake, Soy Coconut Wax Candle. It has vanilla, almond, amaretto, and then it also says funfetti when you search for it. So it could be that this becomes more of a cake fragrance when you burn it, but overall, I'm really satisfied with how this particular candle smells because, again, I love, well, I don't know. I feel like some almond butter scents I really enjoy and some I don't. And this just falls under the category of I really enjoy it. So there is Dream Cake, and this is their 18-ounce style candle. I'll probably do a dedicated burn review for this because I really enjoy it on cold, but we'll go ahead and see. And it has a lot of, like the burn time is really long. So I have a feeling that this would last me quite some time. All right, and here is the second candle. So this one I did check to see if it was broken because I don't know why. I was under the impression that it was, and just know that this was better packed than what I left it looking like. So again, it has this wrapping paper that I really enjoy that's more eco-friendly than bubble wrap. Okay, this one is the smaller 11-ounce candle with an approximate burn time of 30 plus hours. So I like it that while it's smaller, it still has the 3 wicks, which I really enjoy. It reads, allow pixie dust to transport you to a whimsical world filled with swirls of sugar, creamy vanilla, juicy strawberries, and sweet raspberries. Top notes, strawberry, blackcurrant, raspberry, mid, sugar, freesia, base, vanilla, tonka bean. All right, let me go ahead and open it. But straight off the bat, I feel like Dream Cake is stronger on cold. When I read the set notes initially when I was placing my order, because these are all like blind buys, I thought it was going to be a lot more fruity than what it is. But I think the freesia really tones down all the fruit notes, and there's not a ton of sugar or vanilla in here. So initially, when I read the scent notes, I thought this would be a lot more cutesy, fruity scent that is a bit artificial. But surprisingly, I feel like this smells a lot more of the floral freesia note than I would have imagined. I can still smell the medley of the blackcurrant, the raspberry, and the strawberry. There's not a ton of sugar in here to be cloying. And I do get a little hints of the vanilla and the tonka bean the more that I smell it, but I think it's just toning down all of that fruit. And the main note that I get is just this very pretty, soft floral, similar to some Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret fragrances that are more of this clean floral mixed in with fruit nuances. So I think that the main note that I get in here, for some reason, I'm really picking up or zeroing in on that freesia note. But I do get that initial little bit of a tart, bright black currant. Not a ton of the raspberries, but they are apparent. I feel like the raspberries and the strawberries are well blended. And even though that there's a bunch of vanilla and tonka bean in the base notes, I feel like that's just kind of, if you were to think a pot, I feel like the freesia is the main attraction. And then like the vanilla and the tonka bean are just kind of grounding it down. But it's not overshining the floral and the fruit notes at the top. So overall, while I feel that Dream Cake is a pretty straightforward fragrance, it doesn't have a lot of complexity to it. Even though that there's lemon peel listed, I don't really pick that up. It's just a predominant creamy vanilla almond butter scent with little cherry amaretto nuances. While Pixie does, I feel like because of that floral note, it just is more uh, three-dimensional, I guess. I do get a little bit of tartness from the black currant, the medley of the fruits, the floral freesia note that I wasn't really expecting to be so prominent. And then the vanilla and tonka bean, they are there, but they're like way in the background. So overall, I am extremely satisfied at how this came packaged, and I'm hoping that the strength and throw of these candles perform well. But overall, the packaging was like A plus. And I'm really glad that nothing broke, and I'm pretty satisfied with the fragrances. I'm willing to try out some more from the shop if these perform well. But yeah, that was everything that I purchased from this new to me small business on Etsy called Glowstonecandle. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you have a great day. Okay, bye.